we'll just avoid that extra embarrassment. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys my eyebrow routine. So these brows, they're like the natural, like perfect brows, I guess. They're not the Insta baddie brows because Lord knows I don't know how to do that. And I'm not a baddie, so I do these like every day for school. It takes like 5 minutes, depending on how rushed I am. It takes around 5 minutes. You could probably do it in like 2, but they're super easy. Okay, so what you will need is a screw brush, to brush out your eyebrows, a brow pencil. I use this one by e.l.f. It's like, one of the original ones. This was like $2. I use it in a deep brown because, as you can see, my hair is pretty dark. And you'll need eyebrow wax or something to keep your brows in place so that you won't have to like touch them the whole day. It'll just keep them in place the whole day. So first, what you want to do is maybe grab an eyebrow razor if you need to clean up your brows, just kind of You can add the sound effects too if you want. That's just what I do. I literally would just be like, I don't know. That's just me. After you're done with that, if you do need to clean up your brows, what you're gonna do is, oh my gosh, I'm so oily. What you're gonna do is just brush out your brows, and my brows are pretty like okay on their own, so I'm not sure how good this will work if you like don't have eyebrows. But if your eyebrows are pretty okay, like they're pretty decent on their own, and you just kind of want to like define them, darken them, make them look, perfect, I guess, then you can do this. My eyebrows really aren't perfect because like right here in this area, I accidentally overplucked, and then up here, some of the hairs are like too short. Oh, I'm bright. Some of the hairs are like too short because with those, those little tiny scissors, I accidentally cut it too short. So I'm just waiting for them to grow back. Just brush them out. And use like the end of like the screw brush and just kind of like do the point. That's what I like to do. I like to do that to sharpen the point, the tail of your brow. Next, you're gonna want to take your brow pencil. This already has a screw brush on it, and the reason I don't use it is just because like it's straight and this is like bent. Using a bent one is kind of like easier, it'll get like right against your brows and stuff. While the straight one, it'll still work, but I just don't find it as comfortable. You wanna, when you brush out your eyebrows, you wanna brush up. That way your hairs will be going upwards. So, with your eyebrow pencil, you're gonna kinda want to try your best and use like the sides of it rather than like forward on the point. That way the line won't be as harsh, and if you do need to use the point for like making like individual hairs, then it'll be kind of sharper. Can you see? Good enough. Alright. So what I like to do is I do it with my glasses on too because I can't see. I'm very blind. So I'll just like start with the outline, usually towards the middle, because that's usually towards like the middle. That's where my bald spot is, right here. And then on this one I'll start like at the top on the middle, but basically you'll just outline it from about here like down. So you'll just kind of like brush it like this, sort of, and then brush it like on the top as the outline. And make sure you're turning your head with the pencil so that you can kind of see what you're doing. And make sure to always go in like a upward motion when you're on this part before the like point, I guess. Then when you get to the tail, you can like go that same way as your eyebrow hairs, but just follow the direction of your eyebrow hairs. Okay, and if you do get it too long, or if you do like get some on if you do get some on your lid, then you could just use some concealer and like cover it up, or you could just use your finger and just, you know, wipe it away, because we don't have time in the morning. Well, at least I don't. If you have time in the morning for that, use concealer if you want. You know, like, you do you. You can do whatever you want. So as you can see, it's a lot darker. It's like more defined, sort of. Give it more of a defined shape. Then you can take your screw brush again and just kind of brush it out. Try not to, like, when you brush it out, make sure you stop at the top of your eyebrows and not like accidentally brush up here, because that'll get some of the pigment on your forehead and you don't want that. So make like quick strokes with the screw brush, and it'll kind of soften up the brows. And you can do your other brow. My other brow, I usually just like turn my arm like this because I'm right-handed. If you're ambidextrous, you're very lucky. This would be so much easier if I was ambidextrous.
Yeah, 'cause I'm killing the game. Can you relate to the struggle I face as an ambitious lady? Move out my way, stay in your lane. Don't you know I'm an icon in the making? Da 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 ba da 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 da. Singing like a da 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 do. Baby, I'ma be number one. Number one. Number one. Number one.
And also, if you make some mistakes, you know, we make mistakes sometimes too. You could also just take a makeup wipe and kind of like put your finger in it and like kind of wipe it away. Like, I kind of made a mistake. That's kind of too thick for my liking, and I kind of got it too far, like on my eyelid, like too far below. So I'll just put my finger in here and I'll just wipe away. Now the final thing is to keep your brows in place. So what I do is I take my eyebrow wax. It's the City Color brow wax. You know, it was like $3. I got it off of Hush. I'm not sure if I've ever seen it in a drugstore, but you can probably find some type of eyebrow wax or just any type of wax, or maybe, I don't know, setting spray or something. You could probably use hairspray, honestly. So what I do is, it's dirty because there's, you know, pigment from the screw brush. I'll just run the bottom part and I'll just run it across. Like, I'll literally just run across like once or twice. Then I'll start from like the middle of my eyebrow and I'll brush to kind of keep everything in place. Then I'll go back to the front. Oh, that wasn't product, that was just the veins. And I'll do the same thing to the other eyebrow. And with this, with the eyebrow wax, I think it might have taken some of the pigment away from my bald spots. So I'll just kind of go back in with my pencil and like touch up, you know, the finishing touches. And we are done. As you can see, like, my eyebrows look so much better than how they started. They look darker, they look more defined, more perfected. I usually do this in like 5 minutes because that's usually all the time I have left before I have to go to the bus stop. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. I don't really care. Subscribe if you thought it was pretty cool. I won't post often probably because I'm kind of lazy. Not gonna sugarcoat it. And share with your friends. You know, everyone needs to have good eyebrows. This is literally the only thing I do for school. And I hope you have a nice day. Bye!